The investigation is moving at a faster pace now. We were much closer to Ann Widdecombe's property earlier in the day, but the police have widened the cordon as they continue to expand the search area and go house to house. But today we do know more about Miss Widdecombe's final hours and days. We know she made her last appearance on television on Wednesday at 8 a.m. on Talk TV, and she reportedly had another appearance scheduled at 1 p.m. on Channel 5, but their text messages and calls went unanswered. The police now believe she died that Wednesday afternoon, and the ambulance services found her on Thursday morning. The police here in Devon have confirmed that the incident is not politically motivated and there is no risk to the public. But the Reform leader Nigel Farage turned up here today and gave his own theories. The police have urged the public not to speculate, which is why we won't be repeating what he said. But this is how the investigation is unfolding here in Haytor. Ann Widdecombe could never have envisioned that her peaceful home in the Dartmoor National Park would be the place where she would be found dead, and in the most shocking circumstances. She was found dead at her home in Haytor on Thursday morning. But Devon and Cornwall police now believe she was attacked a day earlier, on Wednesday at around 12:30 in the afternoon. After arresting and then releasing one suspect, the police are still on the hunt for her killer. Just behind me, there is still a significant police presence outside Miss Widdecombe's home here in Haytor. We can see forensic teams examining the scene and paying close attention to the front door of her property as they try to establish exactly what happened and who entered Miss Widdecombe's home. Police have said there is no suggestion the attack on Miss Widdecombe was politically motivated or terror-related. Her former colleague Nigel Farage, the leader of Reform, condemned the violent manner of her death as he laid a remembrance wreath. Reform are also investigating if they've received any abusive emails directed at Miss Widdecombe. They found no evidence of that yet.
She really did love this place, and it seems extraordinary on a beautiful day like this to think of the not only untimely but violent, barbaric manner of her death.
In Haytor, Miss Widdecombe's driver, Peter Horrell, paid his respect and said she never expressed any fear for her safety.
I just couldn't believe it. I was just in shock. Thinking that she was always well. I didn't hear of any illness or anything like that. Then, of course, the news come out that they found her body. Devastating, absolutely devastating.
Did Miss Widdecombe ever, raise concerns about her safety or security?
No, never. I mean, as soon as you drove up, the security lights would come on. And I always used to make sure she got in before driving off,
The former MP sustained serious injuries during the assault, and the police are now looking for a white male suspect. The investigation moved quickly at first. On Friday evening, detectives arrested a 26-year-old man on suspicion of her murder, but have since released him as he's no longer part of the investigation. But with the suspect still not apprehended, the manner of her death is being felt by those who crossed paths with her in this tight-knit community.
She was a frequent visitor to our town. You'd see her in Sainsbury's or local supermarkets or shops in town. It sort of strikes home a bit. This sort of thing doesn't tend to happen down here. It's a rural community. I don't live in a rural town, but it doesn't happen.
After 23 years in Parliament and even more in politics, Ann Widdecombe named her home in Haytor Widdecombe's Rest to celebrate her retirement and to signify the place where she planned to spend the remainder of her life.